Westfield, New Jersey. It looks like a place ripped from the pages of a magazine about the ideal American life. Just 45 minutes from the hustle of Manhattan, you enter a world of manicured lawns, Victorian architecture, and absolute silence. A place where neighbors know each other by name, and doors are often left unlocked. For Derek and Maria Broaddus, moving here was the culmination of years of hard work. Derek, an ambitious insurance executive. Maria, who dedicated herself to raising their 3 wonderful children. In June 2014, their dream got an address, 657 Boulevard. It was a majestic Dutch colonial revival mansion, built back in 1905. The house needed renovations. Crews were stripping old wallpaper and refinishing the hardwood floors. One warm June evening, Derek stopped by to check on the progress. Standing on the porch, enjoying the silence of his new domain, he decided to check the mailbox. Inside lay the usual pile of junk mail, but among them, one envelope stood out. It was white, thick, and unusually heavy. There was no return address, just a short inscription, scrawled in clunky, awkward handwriting. The new owner. The letter wasn't a welcome card. It was a manifesto. The handwriting was cold. The tone? Proprietary.
Dearest new neighbor at 657 Boulevard, allow me to welcome you to the neighborhood. How did you end up here? Did 657 Boulevard? My grandfather watched in the 1920s. My father in the 1960s. It is now my time. Do you know the history of the house? Do you know what lies within the walls?
Derek stopped breathing. The letter mentioned his Honda Odyssey. It mentioned the contractors working on the house. The watcher was already there, invisible among the trees. 2 weeks later, a second letter arrived. This one was more aggressive. It named the Broaddus children by their nicknames in their birth order.
I am pleased to know your names now, and the name of the young blood you have brought to me. Will the young blood play in the basement? Who has the bedrooms facing the street? I will know as soon as you move in. It will help me to know who is in which bedroom. Then I can plan better.
They immediately hired private investigators, including a former FBI profiler. The profile suggested the writer was an older person, likely a neighbor, someone who felt the house belonged to them, desperate to regain control. The Broaddus family finally installed a comprehensive security system with cameras covering every angle. Michael Langford, the eccentric son who lived with his elderly mother, became the prime suspect. Neighbors described him as odd. He was often seen wandering the property line, staring at the renovations. Police brought him in for interrogation. They grilled him about the letters and the intimate details the writer knew, but Michael denied everything. Without hard evidence or DNA matches, the police had to let him go. Frustrated and terrified, the Broaddus family was left alone. One night, after an exhausting watch, Derek and Maria finally drifted into a restless sleep. They were awakened by a deafening crash. Someone had smashed a first-floor window. Derek bolted up, his heart pounding. He rushed down the stairs into the dark living room. On the floor, amidst jagged shards of glass, lay a dirty brick. He read just one sentence, scrolled in haste. I will kill you all. Paranoia instantly turned into primal terror. The third letter arrived with a terrifying question.
Have you found what is in the walls yet? In time, you will. I am pleased to watch you, and watch you as you move through the house.
Obsessed and terrified, Derek began tearing at the walls during renovations. He wasn't just looking for insulation anymore. He was hunting for a presence. In a dark recess behind the plaster in the basement, his flashlight beam hit something glossy. Derek froze. It was a photograph, but a cutout of his children from their own cherished family portrait. Smeared next to it on the raw wood, in dark, dried blood, was a message. They are next. The stress broke them. They tried to sell the house 6 months later, but the story had gone viral. The Watcher house was a cursed property. Nobody wanted it. The town council refused their plan to tear it down and build 2 smaller homes. They were trapped in a $1.3 million haunted cage. In 2019, the Broaddus family finally sold 657 Boulevard for $959,000, a loss of over $400,000. The new owners have not reported any letters, yet. The Watcher was never caught. The DNA on the envelope belonged to a woman, but it matched no one in the neighborhood. Some believe Derek wrote the letters himself to get out of a bad investment. But why would he destroy his own life and reputation? Today, the house stands silent, but if you drive past 657 Boulevard at night, look at the top floor windows. Someone might be looking back, because the Watcher didn't want the house. He wanted the fear, and he is still out there.